ingrained in the whole process and all that. I mean, like half of the people at my wedding were people who work at Funimation. Yeah. So it really is kind of, I consider Funimation like a family. Like I feel really comfortable there, probably too comfortable. But I know, yeah, they're all very close friends of mine.
Thought you hated them.
Wow! That's just because I'm a terrible person. Just kidding.
I hate all my friends.
That makes two of us.
So who else has got questions?
Yeah.
You play Drewby in Fairy Tale, don't you?
I do, yes.
My boyfriend and I are a big fan of you, and we'd like you to say something in like character. Like.
Okay. Drip, drip, drop. I am Julia, the Rain Woman. Is that good enough?
What about like something like her obsessing over Gray?
Oh, right. Oh, Gray, my love, when will you ever notice me? Good enough?
Very good.
Awesome.
More questions? Yes, ma'am.
You just did Gasa Yuno for Future Diary, right?
I did, yes.
I love you.
Yeah, so, did you like doing that more or less than Seal Phantom?
Oh, that's tough. That's a really tough question. Because they're both really messed up characters, and that's what I love dearly about both of them. But they're messed up in completely different ways, and they reacted to their situation totally differently, in my opinion. So it's hard. I mean, it's like apples and oranges, you know. Like I love them both. They're two of my favorite characters I've ever played because they're so messed up. But I don't think I can say I love one more than the other. Next.
All of our characters are like children. You can't tell one of them, you're my favorite, because that, that doesn't happen.
And it is like such a different experience.
It is. Every single one is different, and it makes you grow in different ways.
It's true.
Yes, ma'am, I'm back.
What kind of gets you into character, or helps you get into character with the characters you're playing?
It depends on the character, I guess. I did a character recently where I had to play Greg Ayers, as young Greg Ayers.
That's awesome.
And so my preparation for that was basically, like I would sit in the booth and like, and that's exactly how I record, because that's Greg. This position is Greg. Yeah. So I grab whatever physicality I can to kind of inform whatever I'm doing. And I sing a lot in the car on the way, and that helps a lot. And I eat a lot of green apples. That helps with smackiness stuff. But for like character development, it's weird because when you go in the booth, a lot of times you don't know what you've been cast as, what the story is. You don't know anything. You just go in there blind. You go on based on what your audition was. Sometimes not even that. And when you get in the booth, you're totally unprepared, so you have to kind of create it on the fly.
Yeah, you have to go into instant belief as an actor. Like you just have to completely.
There's no like development of character. You know,
we don't have time.
Like
for
stage, you know, where you can take 6 weeks to really work on, you know, emotional development. You just can't do that. You have to kind of let. And some people aren't like that. Caitlin does not move in the booth, according to her. I don't know, but
I can vouch for that. I don't ever see her doing like.
I'm very like, for certain characters, I'm very like physical or because it helps. It really does. Like if you're running, I run. All right. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
I have a question, kind of comment. My favorite role of yours is Maho from Back Magnolia and Chop Squad. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but would you please sing Full Moon on the Water a little bit?
Yes. Yeah. Anytime someone says, I'm a big Greg fan, like, I know it's coming. Yes. Full moon sways gently in the night on one fine day. On my way, looking for a moment with my dear. What a tomorrow, what it's like to be. I was sure I couldn't let myself go, even though I feel the end.
Have you ever heard, did you ever hear Greg sing it, or?
Yeah, I mean, we sang it together. Well, we weren't in the booth together, but I want to say he recorded, like the pool scene that we have together, I want to say that he recorded first, and then I recorded with him in my ear.
Okay, so you were.
Yeah. You might have someone really mad at you, especially if you're married.
I can't.
Really angry.
Yeah. Your fault for leaving your phone.
Yeah.
Somebody probably called somebody else. Like, some girl answered your phone.
There was a voice actor, I swear.
I swear to God. Questions? More questions? Yes, ma'am.
Wow, I already forgot what I was going to say. What's it like being a voice actor?
Cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Cool. So it's not. I mean, everybody thinks that it's such an amazing, awesome job. Hi, husbands.
Husbands.
That's my husband.
That's right. Yeah.
Just one husband, right?
It's really just one. And then some random guy.
And I'm just gonna pretend that this is my husband.
Potential.
People think it's like really awesome, and they really want to be voice actors, and they make a lot of money. No, it's really not the case. I mean, some do.
Yeah.
But not.
It's definitely.
I mean, it's not like huge money or anything. It's great. It's fun. It's fun. It's good to do. But I will say, going to your work in your pajamas
It's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet. Like
Yeah.
being able to sit on the floor and record, or do whatever you want in the booth is pretty fun.
I think my favorite thing about voice acting is being able to play characters that I don't get to play on camera.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's
absolutely.
the coolest part, like being able to play a little reindeer doctor man. And, I play a lot. I play a lot of dudes, which doesn't happen that often on camera, believe it or not. I just don't get that opportunity quite as much.
Those pretty eyes here just give it away. Yeah, it's fun, and that is a good part of it, is playing characters that are totally random and stuff you would never ever be cast as. Chris Ayers talks about that all the time. He's always like, I'm so much sexier animated than I am in real life. And that's kind of the fun of it. You get to do stuff that challenges you in a way that you couldn't be on stage, because you could never be cast as that. So
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Question.
Yeah.
Go.
What did you do before your voice actresses?
Before? Acted?
Yeah.
Regular acting?
Yeah.
Regular. I mean, and we still regular act.
Yeah. We still do stage
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of us ever set out to be a voice actor. It wasn't. Kyle Abear did, for sure.
I didn't mean to, but I came across a journal recently that I had whenever I was a 6th grader, and in the journal it was like for my English class, and we were required to answer whatever question was on the board in a page, and the question that day was, what do you want to be when you grow up? And apparently, when I was in 6th grade, I really wanted to be a voice actor.
Wow.
I don't remember writing that at all, but I really wanted to be a voice actor. And when I was reading through that, I was like, man, 13-year-old me would be so freaking happy right now.
I did theater, and I have a day job, I mean, something like income, but singing, acting, regular stuff.
I worked as a dry cleaner for a long time.
I worked at Astroworld in Houston and Six Flags as a costume character, and I got punched out when I was Bugs Bunny on Christian Day. on Christian Day,
Oh my
they
god.
rinsed out the whole park and some girl punched me. And
Is it because Bugs Bunny's cooler than Jesus?
I guess so. But, I have to set the scene for everyone. So it's Christian Day, and I'm in bug suit, and I'm shaking hands with people. And this girl comes up, 16-year-old girl comes up, and it's like, "Hey, Bugs," and just punches me in the back of the head. Well, it's a football helmet in there, and knocked me out. So I'm flat out in the promenade of Six Flags, like in front of all these
I'm
kids.
sorry.
And I'm laying down, and my handler, who was, you know, we all have to have one, she's like, "Who did it?" And I knew who did it, and I picture it in my mind every day. Me as Bugs laying in the middle of the sidewalk going, "Is that girl right there? Get her. And then they took me back, and I took off all of my stuff, and they're like, "Well, she has to apologize." I was like, "Great." Like, to Bugs. So you have to put on the suit again and go out there and let her apologize to you. I was like, "Are you kidding me? She's knocked me out." It's amazing. Yeah, so that was, I don't want to do that job anymore. I mean, it was all right, but yeah. It was better. Going in my pajamas is way better than getting knocked out.
Yeah,
So,
I would agree with that.
he had a question, actually.
Have you ever had any moments out and about in the real world? I know, the real world. Outside. Have you ever had any moments out and about in public where you catch yourself answering somebody in a character?
I always do weird dialogue. Like when I saw Brina today, I was like, "Hello, darling." Like, you know, it's just stupid. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think voice actors are probably the most annoying people in the world to listen to because we're constantly just like, "Ah, let me do a funny voice," like all the time. It's really annoying.
It's really not like
It's really fun when you're the one doing it, and when your friends, when you're in that crowd.
When you're in the group, it's
I
good.
imagine on the outside, it's just really obnoxious.
Probably. Yeah, we're probably the most annoying people.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Dennis.
Would you consider voice acting 90% of real acting? Because I feel like the way that people handle their voice is most of how people act. You close your eyes and you speak. That's acting. So is that how you feel about acting as a vocation in general?
I'm not sure I don't really understand the question.
It really depends. When you're acting on stage, there's a broader spectrum that you have to have. So you have to be more physical. You have to be open. When you're on screen, the eyes have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I mean, we
And
really
containment.
have to,
Like screen acting is all about
very
containment and not moving.
subtlety and all that stuff. When you're voice acting, I think it's like the best of all worlds. It all kind of comes together, and you can be as stupid or as crazy as you want to be and get that performance out. But yes, the voice has a lot to do with a good actor. When I started this business, and Greg and Chris and Pat and Monica were all telling me, audition. I said, I don't do voices. That's not my thing. And they're like, no. We need good actors.
Yeah.
People that can emote with their voice. And I didn't think I could do that. I didn't know that that was something that you learn as an actor when you go to class. And I did a lot of classes. And so, yeah, I think it has a lot to do with a real good performance, your voice. But if you're doing screen work, the eyes are big.
Yeah, I mean, the way that I approach any character, I do always think about the voice, be it for on camera or, I don't really do a lot of stage, I'm more on camera or voice actor. The voice does help me kind of set the character, but I guess the difference, to me, I personally prefer film acting because with voice acting, it is all of the energy and all of the emotion is funneled into your voice, whereas with on camera, I feel like you have to embody it. That's what I love about camera is that you can always tell when someone's lying on camera, in my opinion. And there are even times when I watch myself on camera, I'm like, you're lying. That was not, you're not telling the truth right now. That's not honest. And that's what I love about it, is that you really, truly, genuinely have to be in the moment and be in instant belief, like we talked about before.
Yeah.
But I think voice acting is a really good boot camp for that,
Yeah.
because when you go in, you have no clue what you're doing that day, and you have to go into instant belief to be good. And I think, honestly, when I first started doing it on camera, that was a big compliment that I got from directors and stuff, was how easily I could go into the belief of that universe. And I think voice acting really helped me with that.
Yeah, because you have to be crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like the
anime
the
is
shit we have to
insane.
believe in anime, like
Octopus,
oh, you mean
tentacles,
yeah.
That's
Yeah, so it's like when you do on camera, it's like, oh, you mean I just have to believe that I am
It's
a
made-
student? Like, that's easy.
Voice acting, I think and Greg has said this before, I think voice acting makes you braver. Because
Yeah.
you've already been in the booth acting like a fool and doing stupid stuff, and when you go to the screen or on set, it's easy. You pretend like you're in the booth. That's kind of shit, so. Yeah, that's it. Yes?
I'm really sorry. I know you didn't come here to do more voice acting, but can you please say a line, please?
Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I remember any.
Just something like being obsessed with Yuki or something.
I don't know if I remember what she sounds like. We recorded that like a year ago.
I hate that sword.
What do you sound like? You know. Yuki. There we go. Yuki. What does she say? Give me a line. Help me.
Yuki, we're gonna be together forever.
Okay. Yuki, we're gonna be together forever. Right? Next!
Yes, ma'am.
Unicorn.
I don't know if this question's already been asked, but what have you most loved about playing Steel Phantom Live?
I'm pretty asking her about playing CL.
The thing that I love about playing CL is that he is so layered and that he's been through so much, even though he's so young. He's like 13. I like that to me, I feel like he's a really small, less moral Batman. He does some really crazy stuff to avenge his parents. But he's still doing it for the right reasons, but it's questionable. It's all questionable as far as if it's right or not. And I love Batman. So.
Dennis.
Do you find that you are more flexible than male voice actors? Like, you can play young male characters as well as a female character. Does that provide you more flexibility than male voice actors would have necessarily?
You mean like adult males or?
Yeah.
It depends. There's a voice actor named Josh Greeley that can do pull off a woman's voice like no other.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous. Yeah, I think it depends. But
yeah, well, I think
women are often limited because we're either boys or young girls, or we're stuck in a womanly, like it's the same sister, mom, aunt, cousin, like it's
I think that men in general get to play a lot more varied type characters.
Yeah.
So that's just a plus that we get to play boys. Although I think it's sad that one of the most layered and interesting characters I played is a boy. Like I think Yuno's the only one, like female, that I played that actually kind of comes close to that level of depth.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I mean, this is the women in anime panel. I think that is one thing that is lacking in a lot of anime, is that the women are very, one-dimensional. They don't have a lot of depth.
My most popular character right now is Astria from Heaven's Lost Property, and she is stupid and a great fighter, and that's it. Like, there's no, she's got huge boobs, and dumb. And like, and that's kind of stereotypical of what
a lot of men
think of women, you know, so
it's a terrible world.
It's a terrible, awful world. It's horrible. But yeah, I agree with her. Like, it would be great to see. I would love to see an anime all women,
Yeah.
all really crazy, layered, amazing characters. I
Yeah.
think it would be a beautiful show, and it'll come about, it'll happen.
Yeah.
But for now, there's still, I mean, I think the most interesting characters usually are dudes.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, there are some women, but it's sad. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
So the fact that we can play boys is just us saying, screw you guys. We gotta.
You can't do it!
Yeah.
We can do something you can't do. Not fun. Next question.
Question. Yes.
Okay. Did you play any? I can't remember. Did you play any part in the Warren House Club?
Yes, I played Shiro Takaoji, another boy.
Oh, right.
But just for, I think he was only in two episodes? Maybe just one?
Yeah, I think that was it.
He didn't do a whole lot.
Elementary kid.
Yeah, he was an elementary boy. Yeah.
Yeah. So on the Oron DVDs, they had a whole bunch of hilarious outtakes.
Oh yeah, I was in the outtakes.
Oh yeah.
Which was
And,
weird because I was only in one episode.
I was wondering if there would ever be outtakes for other shows like One Piece.
You know what's weird? The Japanese don't like it when we do that.
Yeah.
Like, we actually have to fight for outtakes. We always want to do outtakes, but the Japanese companies don't like it.
We have so many. Like,
Yeah.
ridiculous amounts.
Yeah, it's
We
absurd.
leave bombs for each other all the time.
Yeah, but culturally it just doesn't fly with them. Like, they don't understand what's funny about it. They think it's embarrassing. They think it's unprofessional. They don't like it. So when we can get permission from them, we always do it. But most of the time they don't give us permission to do it.
Oh.
Unfortunately.